So I'm doing a quick demonstration of needle felting here using a cookie cutter, which is one of the simplest methods to learn. So I've got I'm using merino here, which is a little bit harder to use than Corriedale because it has these beautiful, soft, thin fibres. I'm just pulling it off into tiny, thin bits and sticking it in, making sure I get right into the corners, and I'm going at different angles to fill this up, and we'll put a few more bits in. I wonder if I can fast forward this video at the end, or maybe I have to do another one and make it go from there. So I'm getting nearly full now. You can see it's popping over the top. The last bit in, that'll do it. That'll do it, and I'll kind of stuff it in. And then I'm going to get my needle and very carefully, without stabbing my fingers, go around the outside. So I'm going around the outside first, so the needle's kind of travelling down the side of the cookie cutter. Once I'm happy that that's attached around the outside, I'm going to pop up through the middle, and then I'm going to fill in the edge bits there. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'll just tilt it over a little bit. I know the lighting's not the best, and so now I'm just stabbing it more to fill it in. And just another one around the edge. The middle. So I'm stabbing just deep enough to touch my pad at the bottom. Alright, I'm happy that's enough for the first round. You can see it's kind of compacted down to about half its size, so I can take the cookie cutter off. We've got our shape, and we gently peel it off, and we pop it back in upside down. And repeat. Around the edge first. To hold it in place, I'm going to do that a couple of times. Down the middle, up the sides, filling in. Now you'll notice that my needle is going up and down in the same direction each time. Now, how much you do this is going to depend upon your use. If you're just going to hang it up and it's not going to be touched, we're actually not far off from being ready. But if you're going to use that on something that's going to get touched a lot, like a keyring, that's where you'll need to do this a few more times. I'm not sure if you can see that. I know that the lighting is not probably the best, but I'll hold it up a sec. Okay, so you can see how much that's gone back down. So again, take it out, put it over. I'm just going to do this one more time, just a little bit, and then we're going to do the sides just to keep the shape. Around the outside, a bit more in the middle. Okay, and for the purposes, I would probably do this a little bit more myself, but I think you're going to get a bit bored. So let's stop there, take it out. You can see I've got a good basic shape of a heart here, but the edges are a little bit dodgy. So this is where I pop on my finger protectors and I'm just going to go and stab a little bit around the edge. And this is where the sculpting comes in. If you decide you want the edges curved, you just stab on the edges a little bit more. See, we're just tidying it up. And see how that dip's not that defined? I want to make that dip more defined, so I'm going to stab in a little bit more there and see how much more defined that becomes just by doing a bit of stabbing. And then we tidy it up, and the more we stab to tidy it up, the neater it will look. There we go. There's your heart. Thank you.